Maybe mute your mic when you drink.
Okay.
Good luck, have fun. No, Tonzik, Ivan, I don't think we are waiting for someone, so you can choose the car you want to choose. Try and go with a Racing Point or Williams, so we at least have one car. Well, at least one person, well, one driver per car. Hello guys, to everyone tuning in. You're hearing a different voice because our main commentator Webo has something, and his co-commentator Storm also has to do something pricey with the easy one stop. That is very, very true indeed. But yeah, alongside me is Lightning. Maybe he will say something as well.
Hello everyone.
He said I should introduce him. It's now obviously Lightning needs help on strats. Yes, he does. Just comments flowing in. But yeah, he's gonna help me commentate this race, and we're looking forward. Both doing it for the first time in a real league, so yeah. Don't judge us too much, but we're gonna try our best as we are readying up now to get into to get into the qualifying session, 18-minute qualifying session, and then a 50% race around the Red Bull Ring in Austria. A good track to battle, so we hope we can have some nice battles as into the quali session we go. The strategy is an easy one, stop soft to medium, or maybe if you're outside top 10, medium to soft, but hopefully some safety cars can mix the race up. And yeah, let's have some fun racing. So here we are then, 12 drivers, 18 minutes. Let's see who and what kind of lap times these guys can set here. As could be verified. We'll also see who first goes out on track. If teams maybe give each other slipstream on out lap or in lap, we'll see as the session progresses, and only time will tell.
I know that the Haas team, they're usually very cooperative with each other, so I can imagine them giving each other a tow, possibly. No one going out yet. Loading their setups.
So 1 minute has passed, no one has hit the track yet, so this might be strategic play, although I'm expecting 3 runs from most drivers.
It might be a wet race, so they have to change their setups a little bit.
Okay, first car out is going to be Senna, I believe, in the Alpha Romeo. Let's go on board with him. Is it gonna be him? I do think it is indeed. And yes, it is. So he's the first car out. Dry race, dry quali. So that is gonna be that. Thanks, Pricey, for telling me.
Much easier for the drivers.
Yep. Thanks, Pricey, for telling me about the mic. Next out is going to be Fabio, followed by... Oh no, Bruno is still in. Branch is coming out. So we've got Senna coming through turn 4. Dittel is now out as well. Dittel and Ben Watson, if you're new to the league, are the 2 main competitors. Are the 2 main competitors for the championship. As my camera settings, I don't know, I normally don't.
And Senna has spun into the wall, and he's back into the pits.
I just missed that. Did he spin at the penultimate corner?
Yeah, last corner, and he spun into the wall, and now he managed to rotate it into the pits rather beautifully.
Okay, I'm sorry about the camera angle. I can't change it here for some reason. But I normally don't use, I use Yarnos basically. As now we've got Carrera on an out lap as well. But let's see who's starting the lap. Dittel is starting his lap, so let's take a look. Through turn 1, the sun is kicking in. Look pretty clean to me. He hasn't invalidated yet. As he comes up towards turn 3, is he on a... No, he does not have... Well, the car ahead of him is on a flying lap. And I'm assuming Dittel is going to be faster, so that the dirty air will definitely kick in towards the end of the lap, as now more and more people start their laps. Yellow flag, I think that's Oosterveer going slowly. The 2 Haas cars now starting their laps, but you can see just Dittel reeling in Fabio and starting to get the dirty air. As he goes on the curb and he loses the car, can he keep it out of the wall is the question. I think he just about managed to do so. But we've got Branch on the mediums. Then I think he's going to be the first to set a respective lap time. Or no, it's going to be Fabio with a 105.6 on softs. Let's see if Branch can beat it as we go on board. He is going to beat it on mediums, a 104.2. Great banker there from Branch Manch in the Ferrari.
Carrera has just started a lap, but he invalidated turn 1 on the mediums.
Yep.
He might be going for a second one.
Running on board. Ash is on a lap as well. I don't know if he's up too much. Pinty is closing up to Carrera fan. Let's ride on board with Ash for these final 2 corners. Yellow flag, that was pretty close. So track limits there. He's gonna come across the line up into P2 with the 104.5. Next up we've got Pinty, who I think just invalidated at the end of his lap. We've got Senna, as Oosterveer just did a 103.9. I completely missed that, as Senna is now starting his lap as he broke his front wing at the beginning of the session, and then it's Ben who's currently setting a lap as well. I think he was surprised there, and then he actually invalidated. Dittel is gonna back off, I think. Yeah, I think Diddle backed off. So at the moment we don't have anyone on a flying lap. Why did Carrera go on for another lap? Maybe you know.
He's on the mediums. And he invalidated turn 1.
So is he doing a high fuel medium run? Possibly. Pinty. Oh, that's an invalidation. Senna spun again. So I think first round of laps are more or less done. Diddle is on his second one. Bruno out on his first. But yeah, not many lap times completed. Pinty has spun. Did he get damage?
Yes, he did.
Let's see. Again, a great camera view.
Yeah,
did he get onboard damage? Yes, he's right. Yeah, front wing end plate is gone. But let's see who we've got on a lap then. Senna just started his lap and he's again invalidated. That must be... Who might be on a lap? Carrera. Ivan, it's still on his out lap. Pinty is... I don't know, are they all doing high runs? High fuel runs? Oh no, Pinty spun. Diddle is gonna start his lap now, so let's see how he does. Out of the final corner, using all the track on the exit. Across the line he goes to start his lap. You can just see the light. If you don't use a line... Oh, that was a lot of cutting. If you don't use a line, I wanted to say you basically can't see the 50-meter board, which makes it really, really hard. Now we can ride on board with Ivan. He's keeping it safe. Low minimum speed. So he has to avoid branch there. Shouldn't be much of an issue, but could definitely see some steering input to the left as into turn 3 he goes. Bit deep, but he's taking it safe on the mediums. Does lose traction there on the exit as Carrera fan goes up into P4 with the 105.7 on the mediums, but Branch's pace looks like that's a level higher than the rest. Bruno all the way from Brazil up into P4 with the 105.222, but let's ride on board for the final sector with Ivan. As I think he's just taking a steady banker. So you can see Branch is on his out lap. We might ride on board with him. Diddle is gonna go for another lap, and I believe Ben is just starting his lap now as Ivan's invalidated. So let's see. Is Diddle going for another lap? I think he is, as here comes Ben. Yet to set a lap. Definitely needs a banker now. I don't know if we can do 3 more runs, including this.
Diddle is on a run. He just did a very good turn 3 and 4. Turn 3 exit, sorry.
Okay, I'm on board with Ben at the moment. But let's see. Diddle through the middle sector. Let's see how he does turn 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Using all the track. Again, he clips that inside curb. As that's pretty dangerous from Carrera, I believe it is. Sorry, from Ash. So let's see. Penultimate corner, pretty decent. Final corner. Using again all the track. And running up to the line, it's gonna be provisional pole with the 103.8. But can Ben beat it? No, he can't. It's a 103.893 for Ben. Just under a tenth of his teammate Diddle for now, with just under 9 minutes to go in this session.
I think BMW is on a lap right now. He's going through to turn 3.
Yes, he's
braking well.
400ths up on his time so far.
Slightly missed his apex, but he got a good exit.
We're running on board once again.
Heading into turn 4. Will he lock up? He does not. He keeps it clean. Nice exit. Hopefully the car ahead gets out the way.
Is that Carrera fan?
No, it's Ash Tube giving him dirty air. He needs to move.
Not moving?
He's not moving. He is completely ruined.
Oh my god. Yep, that's definitely gonna be a report to the stewards, even if he's a reserve. I don't know. Ash could get license points.
But he
oh, that's
a shame.
That's a shame, as we're gonna run on board with Ash as he starts his lap then. Up into turn 1. Not a lot of curb on entry or exit. Branch with a new fastest lap, a 103.677 there, so provisional pole for the Ferrari driver. Good turn 3 there, although a bit squirrely on the rear on the exit of turn 3, but so far he should be improving. Senna goes up to P7 as he backs off. Exotic on a lap, now he's on his out lap.
Pinty is on a lap. I think he's just.
No, he's on. Exotic is on an out. Oh, you mean Fabio?
Pinty.
Pinty, okay. No, Pinty is not on a. I don't think so, but. Maybe let's see. Ash might start his lap here.
I think he's gonna go in the pit.
No. Let's hope Fabio moves now.
The guy's got it. Nearly invalidated turn 1.
Yep, but that's the track limits you want if you fully push. Ben. Oh, that was close. He's 3,500 down on his time through sector 1. Fabio is definitely not helping.
I think I got it. He's pulling away. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's Exotic, not Fabio.
Keep to the right hand side. Break it 40 meters. Hug the inside. Take as much curb as you dare without invalidating. Straight on the power. Into the last 2 turns, which will make or break your lap. Will he invalidate? He does not. He keeps it clean. Last turn, very difficult. But he does
so
it
clean
right.
lap coming up to the line. The pace is not there. He does jump his teammate, so P5 and P6 for Haas at the moment, but a 104.4. It's gonna be pretty tough to get up to the top 3 spots. We've got Austria now on an out lap. Ben is on his lap right now, so that's right on board with him. He's 2,000ths of a second up through sector 1. Looked like a decent and pretty clean turn 1 to me. Turn 3 to me. Was into turn 4. He doesn't use too much curb on entry. Uses a lot at the apex, which I preferably don't use, but you can if you feel comfortable. Through the long turn 5, which pages basically just need to wait. At the downhill, he touches a curb like Tittle did in his first lap, but he doesn't spin. As into the final 2 corners, once again, make or break your lap. He absolutely sends the car in and hopes the rear end sticks. As looked really nice, those 2 final corners up to the line. He's a 10th, well, half a 10th of Branch Manch, and that puts him back, well, puts him ahead of his teammate, but oh no, sorry. Austria is now gonna start his lap, so let's run on board with him as well, and so is Branch. Let's see if Austria has the pace to beat one of the McLarens. It's gonna ride on board here, and then once Branch approaches turn 4, we're gonna switch, nearly invalidating on exit, but he runs in a bit too deep, I think, so we'll switch to Branch as he's entering turn 4. A little lock up there, which shows he's pushing and trying to find the limit. He goes onto the grass there. Don't know if that's to take a shorter line. Nearly runs wide. That's really finding the limits. As again, make or break your lap. Let's see how Branch does it on this occasion. As into the penultimate corner, he cuts the corner and he doesn't bail out into the pits, which you obviously can't because it's too late. So he would have been a 103.577, but he invalidated. So he's gonna need to push us. Osterveer, brilliant lap from him. He goes up to provisional P1 with a 103.656. Don't know where he had that from. after that turn 3 as he's just driven onto the grass. And now he's spun and he's into the wall. And that's an immediate DNF. Okay,
Wow.
that was really weird. How was that a DNF?
Gets pole and then DNFs.
Branch nearly just spun as well.
Oh, that was so close.
Okay, Pinty is he on his lap? Yes, he's 3/10 up so far. Looked like a decent turn 3 to me into turn 4. Clipping the inside curve, that's good. Looks like a clean lap so far.
I think Dittle is just ending his lap. No, it's invalidated, that's fine. Might be starting another one now. He messed up turn 1. That's a shame. He had to back off. Might be going for another on this set. Which I think
decent lap
to do
from Pinty up to a 104.8. Did Pinty invalidate? I think he did. Yeah, he did. So we've got Diddle on a lap. Is he going to be held by his teammate is the question. Turn 6 it is then. Let's see. We'll then jump on board with Ben and see if he can improve on his lap. Decent penultimate corner and final corner. He took pretty nicely there. It's up to the line. It's only gonna be P4. That's because he bailed somewhere, so he's gonna go for back-to-back laps, which is interesting. And so is his teammate. The two Haas cars are close to each other as well, as we have half a minute to go.
I think Carrera is about to go on a lap.
Yep. I don't know. Ash is trying to stay behind.
Ivan is retired. He's given us a bit. Let's stay on board with Carrera. Starting his lap. Very nice. Opening DRS. Up to 320 kilometers an hour. Brake at 75 meters. Third or fourth gear. Nice exit. Running up the hill. All the way up to 325 kilometers an hour. Brake at 75 meters, more or less. Nice apex. Took a little bit too much curve, but it was alright. Open DRS again.
Ben went P1 with the 103.4 and Diddle improved to a 103.5. Is Branch on a lap? I think Branch is done.
Yeah, I think that might be AI. It's not. He's starting another lap. Nice turn 3, but he messes up on the exit. Carrera's going through the last 2 corners.
Nice.
He does it very well.
Absolutely sending it through there. Up to the line, it's going to be a 103.997, puts him P6 as Senna. Does a really good lap time of a 103.8, puts him P5 ahead of both of the Haas cars, and they're P6 and P7, not what they're hoped for. But like basically every race, it's a P1, P2 for McLaren here. This time around the Red Bull Ring for the Austrian Grand Prix. Let's see, we've got Bruno on a lap as well. He's invalidated. So let's see. Dittel is into the pits. Austria is gone, so I think
that's everyone.
That is everyone, yeah.
Senna did 2 original laps. The first one he spun, the second one he, I think he spun a little bit, made a mistake, but his last lap was very good, gave him P5.
Okay, I just got, well, Austria just texted me and asked before in chat if it's sim damage, and I actually thought I messed it up, but it is reduced. So I guess that's like the game hating Davidek or loving me, which is basically depends on the game. But yeah, we basically have our grid rundown as qualifying is over. You can see on board with Branch, it's gonna be P4 for him, as messed up, could have gotten top 3. Would have been nice to see you up there. But yeah, the front is really close. You can see top 4 within 2/10. So
very impressive. In fact, top 7 within half a second. With Ben Watson only taking pole by 34 milliseconds. Absolutely incredible.
True, that is pretty close if you know this league. So yeah, that is it with quali. Maybe you can give us a quick rundown. So you can see some people did 4 runs, including Branch and Ben, both first doing a lap on mediums. But now we head over to the race, as we already found out by our drivers earlier on. There won't be any rain in the race. So yeah, let's see how we do here, as we always give people a small break until ready up to like change strategy and fuel levels. As many people are saying they messed up or got dirty air. We did see people get dirty air. So if you think it caused you to go slower, go report it to the steward and they'll take a look. And yeah, maybe Lightning can take over from here until the race starts.
All I know is that I think Vico didn't join. I sent him an invite, but he hasn't joined yet, which is a shame. Very good job from the McLarens, yet again. Another 1-2 in qualifying.
So predicted pit stop strategy, you could see there on the bottom, soft to medium or soft to hard. Ben leads the field away for the formation lap, followed by his teammate Dietlik. Then it's a reserve driver from Division 3, BMW Austria, with a brilliant lap. I think if he wouldn't have DNF'd, he could have gotten pole, because the turn 3 we saw didn't look clean to me. But moving on the rest of the grid, we have Branch in P4, lonely Ferrari driver. Now it says there's a 2-stop.
I highly doubt anybody's going to do a 2-stop unless they get damage on lap 1 or something.
I'm not gonna comment on what these strategies are. Then we've got Senna in P5. I don't know where he pulled out that lap, because he spun twice and didn't look as good, but he'll definitely be happy as he's a reserve as well. Carrera in chat already said he messed up, so did Ash. 2 teammates starting behind each other. So we've got Pinty P8, Bruno P9, the 2 Renaults P10 and 11, and then Ivan, who thought he'd save a set of tires at the back of the grid in case there's a safety car. But we move back to Ben Watson, who will be leading away the field here as we get ready on the grid for the Austrian Grand Prix. Put your predictions in chat right now of who you think will win. And yeah, let's see how this start of the race goes.
Ivan's just lining up in last, about to get into his grid
So
position.
Ivan, you can see also Fabio is just pulling in. So we get ready then. The lights are coming on. 5 lights are on for the Austrian Grand Prix, and we are underway for the penultimate round. Okay, we have a glitch again.
Oh my goodness.
But now we are on our way for the penultimate round in Celeritas for the Division 2 drivers. Good start from Ben, straight away covering the inside. And Osterveer gets damage. I think Ashtube spun there in the back as well. Branch up to P2, Diddle down as Osterveer has front wing damage on the right hand side of his end plate.
Carrera fan has just sent the biggest dive when he's got hit.
Oh, there's a lot of Ashtube, I think, got damage as well. Fabio then hit as well. That doesn't look well. Was it
But
Carrera
he's
fan who
three
had
wide.
damage?
3 wide. Never mind, it's
3
2
wide,
wide.
then yes, the
And-
Renault sent
oh my
it.
goodness.
Ashtube's gonna leave the space. Bruno even, I think, is gonna try and get past. So now the two Renaults side by side. Medium runner on the outside and the soft tire runner is gonna get through, but Exotic.
Exotic has damage.
Yes, he has damage. As Ash makes a mistake, you can see running on board. The Renault's going at it. As let's see up ahead, Branch already having a time penalty. I'm assuming he's got a warning, or as we ride on board with
damage. And he just went into the wall and nearly broke his wheel.
who?
And he sped into the pit lane.
Exotic.
And he's retired. Okay.
Okay, so that's the first retirement. I'm guessing that's more or less a rage quit.
And Carrera fan has just made a move on BMW. And
Ivan is just going for a move on Bruno. As will Bruno leave the space? Yes, he will. Ivan's gonna send it, or he's gonna go for the switchback. Turns in too early, he would have caught the corner there. As let's go up to Branch. On the outside of Didlik. Through turn 4, looks like a brilliant battle. But it will hold on or get through. As I'm assuming Austria will see if the damage is well, too bad to drive, and then he'll pit. But
definitely
we must say good start from Carrera fan. That he
very impressive. He's looking for an overtake on Branch.
True.
He's looking for an overtake on Branch. Carrera is.
Austria is now just, well, it's not gonna be within DRS. Carrera, let's see if he can go for the move here up into turn 3. DRS enabled for the first time. He doesn't have a lot of battery left. Let's see. Okay, Branch also doesn't have a lot of battery. Carrera thought about it. Is he gonna get the better exit though? That is the question. He's gonna use his battery. So let's stay on board here. He's gonna use all of it. Pulling to the inside, Branch takes the outside line. As is Carrera gonna use ERS? He doesn't use ERS. So let's look actually from this perspective, as it's nicer, and Branch looks like he'll be able to hold on. Let's see how much ERS Branch has. Yeah, he doesn't have much either.
They're roughly the same. But it's still a 1-2 for McLaren despite all that craziness.
Does Carrera have damage, or was that pure understeer?
I think that's what understeer. He doesn't have damage.
Yes, it's pure understeer.
Very close between the top 4. With Senna and oversteer.
Okay, Ivan is into the pits. Did he get damage somewhere?
I think that he may have done. I think his pit crew have a fresh front wing for him.
Yes, he has. Yep. But he doesn't have damage on his front wing. Oh no, it's
Maybe
glitched.
It's just light damage.
Yep. The Audi goes on the mediums, I believe. Yeah, he's on the mediums. So he'll be hoping
not overtake him. It's going to be quite close, I think, between him and Ashtube.
To go through, we're on board on with Ashtube, and he is going to get through. Let's go on board with Ivan and see if he can go for the re-overtake. Let's just look on the mini-map how close the top 4 are. It's Ivan, let's see.
1.5
going
seconds.
For the good exit. Oh gosh, goes onto the grass. That's a nice move for Ivan. Will Ash send it? No, he won't. Ivan runs in deep though, and that lets Ash get past very, very quickly there. Ivan has a lot of battery.
Softer tires.
Yep. And well, they both have a lot of ERS. Ben has a lot of ERS as well. Tittle has way less. Then Branch even less, and yeah, Carrera also around the 50% mark. As Austria gets a penalty, I don't know, I think he gets that on the entry into turn 3. Just too confident on the curb on the outside.
He's got damage, so he's got lots of understeer.
I think Tittle just tried to go for a move, as he's using ERS here. To the outside, he's gonna go. It's not gonna be enough though. And
very close.
Ben is near enough on 90%. As Tittle is even using it on this exit, he's I think down to 46%. Ivan has got past Ash. Is there alongside heading into turn 4. Down the inside goes Ash. He does lock up, but he tries to keep a tight line, and he gets the move done for now. Let's see if Diddle can challenge. Branch knows he just needs to stay in the DRS train of the McLarens to keep Carrera fan behind. And here we go again with Diddle really close
They
there
both go wide.
to Ben.
Oh, BMW has just gone completely off track at turn 3, giving...
Okay, down the inside
Senna
goes Diddlick into turn 4. Massive lock up there. So let's run on board with Branch. Ben, I think, got the switch back there, but
very good.
heating up. You can see the gap between each to each driver is about half a second, if not even less. As Ash and Ivan are absolutely battling it out here. Ivan runs in a bit hot there.
So Ash has DRS.
That's the issue. Ash is just using all his DRS just to get past, but after he gets past, he needs to pull away.
He's got soft tyres, so you think he'd
nearly
be able
hit.
to... That was
Going
very
for
close.
the switchback then. Lovely shot, but I think Ivan should do enough, although he swoops round the outside. He's really off track.
That might be an illegal overtake. No, it's not.
Still alongside. Oh, they nearly touched, and Bruno, I believe, has spun. He has on the exit of turn 1. But anyway, sorry for switching. Ash gets the move done as Austria. Yeah, we already know he has a penalty. But now Diddle again going for the move, and now I think he has made it. Ben, he knows he can use his ERS, as Diddle is, well, Ben has more than double the ERS of Diddle, so I think he'll just be chilling in his DRS, and yeah, when he thinks it's the right time, he'll attack. Meanwhile, Carrera and Branch just sitting in the train. Is it just me, or is Senna a man on a mission here today?
I think that considering he's Division 3, he's doing a good job in P5 ahead of the usual Division 2 driver.
True. Okay, let's see. Ben, is he gonna go for the re-overtake? Yes, he is. To the outside here. Ash gets a time penalty as up the hill they go. Ben already gets past before the braking zone. So let's see if Diddle re-challenges, then he won't use ERS. And I'm assuming Ben did use a bit. As now actually Branch is really close. As he's going to send it. And he spins around. I don't know if that was too late. It looked too late to me, but now the crucial thing, Ben has just about got a 1 second gap to Diddle, and Carrera has dropped. So now that opens up the race, and now it's a lot about the pace of the single drivers. Let's see if Diddle will push and try and close up. Although Ben knows this is his chance to use his ERS and the fuel to pull away, as Ash is again behind Ivan. That's not going well. So he has a penalty now as well. But yeah, that has really opened up the race now.
Oh my goodness, there's a spin for Senna.
Senna spun. Yes, he does have.
He's broken his wing.
Damage, did he? Oh, he's just spun again.
No, he's doing what he did in the first part of qualifying. Maybe he has an oversteery setup on. Now he's got overheating tyres.
Yeah, he's gonna pit definitely anyway for the wing. As Diddle is starting to close back. Austria is the only person who has DRS besides the final 2 runners. On Branch, Austria does have damage, as we've got a yellow flag. Oh, Ivan spun now as well, I think. And he has damage as well.
In the same place as Senna, the exact same place.
Yep. Let's go back here. Did someone just attack? Yeah, Senna and Bruno are... Oh, okay, so, I mean, Bruno just passed him easily because of the damage. But yeah, 8 laps. I think the pit window is around lap 14, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, Diddle is really closing in. Closed in 2/10 on this lap. He has about 50% of ERS, so does Ben. So might actually come together again.
I think that Senna's pitting for the hards. to make it to the end. I'm not sure that the mediums will make it these many laps.
I think they'll make it 26 laps, but I'm not sure. No, Bruno spun.
He's going to the medium. Yep.
Did he use reset to track? Cause he was
Bruno?
like basically where Ash is now, like
I
on
don't
the
know.
left. Okay, Carrera has a penalty now as well.
He's gone wide, he's got damage. Bruno has damage.
He already had damage after turn 1. As Ivan retired, that's after his spin he got damage. Yeah, no safety car so far. So we ride on board with Diddle. Tires are gonna start to wear out, so we might see more mistakes. As I say so, commentator's curse applies as Diddle locks up into turn 1.
Carrera has made up 3 positions this race, so he's done very well.
Then let me see, penalties, they only have 3 seconds. As yeah, Carrera up 3 positions, that's really good. Bruno is in. Is he gonna retire? Doesn't look like it, because he doesn't speed into the pits.
New front wing, and he's going to put a set of the mediums on.
So I'm assuming he's now gonna go to the end. Let's see when the McLarens decide to pit, as Carrera slowly now gaining again on Ditterlick here. The gap from Pinty to Ash is basically, well, is a bit more than a pit stop window, and then to Fabio is half a pit stop. So basically the top 6 could be close if there's no safety car, if you get held in the pits, but the rest is more or less irrelevant. As now gap between Diddle and Ben is 1.01
He might get DRS.
seconds. I think he tried to use a lot of DRS, or at least he's gonna use it, so he's within DRS range. As you can straight away see the gap to Carrera, well, increasing again. As a bit of a wiggle there on the exit of turn 3, which means he loses about, well, he again loses some time to Ben, but we'll go on.
2/10 of a second he lost. He didn't manage to get DRS, sadly.
So we'll stay on board and see when they pit, and yeah, if Diddle can get within DRS before.
You can see some wear on the tyres for every driver. These softs are probably on like 60% nearly.
I have to send an invitation to Fabio. I'm sorry, I just see it now. I just sent one.
Lock up for Dittle into turn 3.
Yep, but he's pretty
But
close.
Ben got a really bad exit. I think Pinty is into the pits and Ash Tube has overtaken him, and so has BMW. It's going to be very close. No, BMW manages to...
Is ahead, but let's stay with the battle with Diddle.
Branch is pit, by the way, and he's still out in P4. So he's going to get a good undercut. He might be able to get back into the battle.
Carrera's in. Carrera's into the pits. Let's see that he doesn't speed in. Doesn't look pretty good. So Diddle...
Branch is probably going to be gaining 1 to 1.5 seconds a lap on the McLaren. So he might be able to get back into the battle.
Yep.
It's a very difficult pit exit. You can very easily break your wing. I know from experience. Now, who is going to pit first?
basically within DRS if he doesn't mess this section up.
So they have to pit soon, otherwise they're going to lose time to Branch and Carrera. And Ben is into the pits, and Dittel gets a penalty.
So let's see if the undercut works for Ben. I think they are in a group chat. So let's see if Carrera fan gets a decent undercut, as I think he might have a good chance. Medium tires for Ben as expected.
So here Ben is probably going to get quite nice undercut. He might get out of the DRS zone of Dittel, meaning Dittel's going to have used extra ERS to catch back up. And Carrera has successfully done the undercut. He's within DRS of Ben. He's probably going to overtake Dittel.
That's true.
This is really close.
Let's see also if towards the end of the race, the one lap fresher tires, tire advantage will help.
Oh, he nearly went for a move. He thought about it.
True. Let's although go
much warmer tires.
To Dittel. He's gonna completely cross the pit lane entry. If Ben wants the winner, Carrera, then they're gonna report at full front lockup, as they've now caught up to Fabio, who's disconnected. I did send him an invite. Maybe you can connect. Maybe you can invite him again and see if something comes.
And Dittel is out of the pits, and he is amazing that he managed to go so far.
Oh, they're side by side, and as looks like Carrera is gonna get it. Dittel has less than 10% DRS, I believe.
Carrera had to get out of the way because he was gonna hit the back.
Carrera gets the better exit, about 30% ERS, and yeah, Dittel and Carrera don't have more than 10% battery. Ben currently has 86, so he's basically chilling. But yeah, let's see how this race goes on. Osterveer is battling with Pinty. Osterveer is off track, and looks like Pinty is gonna get the move done. They are side by side. They're 3 wide with Ash Tube, or they were for a split second, and oh my god, that looked like Osterveer just smashed Pinty off circuit, but I think that was a glitch. Well, the car's glitching around a bit, as let's see Dittel putting the pressure on Carrera fan as Ben sets a new fastest lap with the 106.9. Branch beats that. I believe Carrera got a warning there, but Ben has the ERS and he doesn't have a penalty, so looks like Ben is gonna win it if we look at the current standings.
But Dittel has the freshest tyres of everybody, so it could come into play at the end of the race.
But the penalties...
And he has no penalties, that's a very good point.
No, Ben doesn't have penalties.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I don't think Dittel can't save enough, or won't be able to save enough ERS, as Carrera doesn't seem to have the pace just yet.
It's a battle between BMW and Pinty. Pinty nearly spins. That was very close. And Branch is still trying to catch up, but I think he's lost half a second this lap, which is a shame.
Carrera got the penalty.
So Carrera has DRS. Will he use all of his battery to try and get closer to Ben? Ben has the same amount of ERS and he's not using it. Branch has just got another penalty. I think that he's probably going to have to settle for P4. It's very close between the top three, only 0.8 difference. They all have similar levels of ERS. Carrera looking for a move, but then is too far ahead. Dittel is losing touch with the top two, but he does have fresh tyres. Very close, only 0.3. Who will mess up through here, or will they keep it clean? They both do well. Yep, everything's alright.
Osterveer is really confident there on the entry curbs. So we can see Carrera is now really close. Ben gets his first penalty. So now it's all for position, although I think Carrera has 9 seconds already. So that is gonna hurt him really badly. Branch might even take P3, but here goes Carrera, then saved all the ERS. Both of them absolutely draining their batteries. As to the outside goes Carrera fan. Can he make the move stick? No, he can't. Is he gonna go for the switchback?
That's very close.
Looks like he's not gonna get him just yet, but we'll see. He's right underneath that rear wing. And don't forget Diddlick with the freshest tires. He might just be chilling, and he's gonna come back later. True, he's got about 60, and yeah, he's got more. Ben has a bit more than Carrera, but not a lot, as he needs to push.
Carrera is on a charge, but he's using up everything he has. He has 0.6 extra lap of fuel. Diffel might need to do a bit of saving. He only has 0.2 extra. So he's got DRS. He's using overtake mode. So
just look how he's gaining.
Carrera, this is going
Ben is going to go defensive as into turn 3 they go. Switchback move. Oh, Diddle gets his nose in there. Let's ride on board with Diddle. Will Ben try and give Diddle the slipstream to get past, or will Ben use his to the outside goes Carrera fan? As Diddle tries to slip through, but it's not gonna be enough right now. But what would you do, Lightning, if you were Ben at the moment? Would you rather
at the moment, I
keep
would
Carrera?
Just sit back. I would sit back. I'd save my tires, my ERS, get to like 90%. Hope these two battle and crash, and then win the race.
Ben just went through there.
Oh my goodness!
Did he just?
He did the opposite.
Did he just
move at the last corner?
Yep.
So he's run out of ERS. Got 16%.
Well, as Ben, I think I would just. Well, I would have just tried. Oh, Carrera. Diddle gets another penalty.
At the end of the race, Diffel might be on the same 9 seconds as Carrera.
True, maybe you can check race director and see if he got any warnings since lap 16, I think, when he got a penalty.
He has gotten, I think, 1 more warning. So he's 2 warnings away from another penalty.
Through the long sweeping round 5, Ash with the fastest lap. Does that mean he might be able to catch up to Senna? Osterveer with another penalty. As let's see in terms of tires. Yeah, you can see 4 lap old for Diddle, 6 lap.
Taking BMW.
6 lap.
The inside turn 4.
Oh, they're really close.
They're side by side going into turn 5.
Sorry, Osterveer uses ERS. He does have 1 lap older tires, so maybe that will come back to haunt him. So let's go on board with Diddlick. He is using ERS. He is gaining. He's gaining. He's gaining. Is he gonna send it? No, he isn't. Let's see what kind of exit. Oh, I think Ben ran in deep there. As Senna gets another penalty. Why
isn't he using DRS?
Yeah, he turned it off, I think, because he doesn't want to send it, or it's a mistake. I don't know.
I think that he might not want to overtake there.
True. That's
because otherwise Carrera could get a switchback.
True.
Very good.
Maybe he wants to sit behind because he basically doesn't have any ERS, and fuel-wise he has 0.4, well, 0.4 extra. So that's not too much.
I think Carrera is saving his tires. We have to remember that they're 2 laps older than everybody else.
True.
Ben has 60% ERS. Diffel only has 20.
Let's see if Bruno and Senna can go to the end on those medium tires. Let's see, although to be honest, I think the main battle here is going to be Diddle as again. Ben, for some reason, runs in deep. Carrera losing the rear slightly.
Diddle's using DRS now because he wants to catch up a bit more.
True, I'm assuming Ben used DRS, or no, he is not.
He must have really low downforce because he gets lots of speed on the straights.
To be fair, Diddle is saving ERS as well. So is
Carrera. Carrera's
so,
on
yeah.
70%, so that's really good.
So is
Ben.
Yep. So I think they're all waiting towards the end game, and that's when they're gonna use everything. Can you see how much? I think Carrera has 0.4 extra fuel as well.
And Ben has 0.7.
And I think
Diddle has been fuel saving. He saved 0.3 laps of fuel in the last 2 or 3 laps. I think he got another warning.
You can check on race director. Branch is slowly closing in as here goes Diddle to the outside and into turn 3. He's gonna get past. Ben decides to tuck in rather than really try and fight. As is he gonna use DRS? Yes, he is. Is he gonna challenge? That is the question. He does not use ERS. So I'm assuming he's just gonna stick behind Diddle for the time being. I don't know what he's thinking, obviously. But yeah, Diddle again, pretty close. I can't imagine, and I don't want to know what it feels like to be so close behind a car through the middle sector.
It must be quite stressful considering the amount of work you put in. 24 laps, and then a slight mistake, you get wing damage, and it's all ruined.
So 2/3 of the race are completed. Then as we move on to lap number 25, currently Diddle ahead of Ben Watson in P2, Carrera Fan in P3, Branch Manch getting, well, he span after going for a dive bomb on Diddle into turn 4. Then it's Osterweir who you got damage in turn 1. He now pit for Hordes, but that's why he's pretty far back. Pinty got damage as well. Ash, I think he spun or got damage. Senna and Bruno spun, and Fabio disconnected. And yeah, that's the running order. Ben again doesn't attack Diddle. He has a decent amount of ERS, about double the amount that Diddle has. And just look at the ERS of Carrera Fan.
85%. It's amazing. He's been saving it all the time. He's got more than everybody else. Obviously, Ben, he might start using it to try and get away, but he doesn't need to. He can always just stay behind Diddle, because Carrera and Diddle have 3 seconds for penalties. Carrera has 6 seconds more.
True. So let's see, Ben. No, he's not going for a move. It looked like when he was behind. But yeah, Carrera, he has the ERS to close up, but if he really wants to make use of that, he is going to need to make a move, I think, in the near future, because he does have 2 lap older tires than the current race leader, 1 lap older than the car ahead of him, which is Ben Watson in the second McLaren. But it is pretty nice to see, to have
8/10 difference for the top 3. I think that Branch made a mistake. He's lost like 1.5 seconds.
True. Does he have damage possibly? No, he doesn't.
I don't think he does, but if he manages to catch up to 3 seconds of Carrera, he could get a podium, but I don't think that's going to happen. Could Ben go for a move this lap? Oh, he just got another warning.
Okay, that might make it interesting for Diddle. As they're closing up, Branch gets another penalty.
Another one. Yep, that
Let's see. Looks like Diddle is slightly going for the exit. Again, Carrera with the 80% DRS, pretty close. Well, really close to Ben. We might actually see... Yeah, we might actually see Carrera go for a move on Ben. But the risk is if they battle...
Diddle will run away.
True. If they battle like through turn 3, Tittle gets a good exit, then it might be the race over for them if Tittle doesn't get another penalty.
Carrera has 80% ERS, so he
Ben
might use it
has
the last
70, and Tittle has. Bruno is in. Tittle has 30, well now 20, so he is running pretty low.
Really lucky this lap. He got DRS twice because of lap cars. So he got to stay ahead of Ben with more ERS. Oh, a little bit of a twitchy exit for Carrera. He's lost a little bit of time. He has to drain some of the battery. Ben keeps it behind Dittle for now.
I don't know why he would wait, because he knows Dittle has the fresher tires. But in the same time, Ben hasn't been this close in the last round about 10 laps to Tittle, so let's see if this means anything.
It's getting a little bit more spread out. There's 1.2 seconds now gap between the top three. Before it was 8/10. But everybody still has DRS. Carrera nearly has 100% battery. So he's done a very good job over the past 5 laps to save it all. Yep, 100%. Ben has
That's a bit wasted. ERS there. That's not what I wanted to do. Sorry for the people watching on stream. But this might be, well, I think it's gonna be pretty close, as Ben with 80%. You can see Carrera can basically use it wherever he wants, because he just has enough. And you can see now 16 laps for Austria. I think, well, on hards you should make it. The main question is Ash, if he's gonna make it, although he did a soft medium so far. Senna pit as well, and
I only just realised that Branch pit and then the set as a soft to go for the fastest lap.
True, I didn't realise that yet.
It's a good strategy. Might as well. And there's a battle for the lead. Ben on the outside into turn 3. Dittle tucks in, he gets it before
Bruno
the braking
fastest
zone.
lap, although it should be beaten by Branch. I don't know.
Oversteer.
An hour later. Okay, I think it's gonna be this lap.
He's using all of his ERS. Will he go for a dive bomb? No, he doesn't. Now Ben has the most ERS and he's in the lead. Really good racecraft from him. It's 8/10 covering the top 3 again. Ben has the least penalties and the most DRS, so he's in the prime position to get the win. But you never know what can happen in 6 laps.
There might still be a safety car. I think until 3 laps before the end there might be one.
There could be, but that wouldn't help Carrera or Ben, would it? Or Dittle, sorry.
It would help Ben because of the worn tires.
Yeah, but it wouldn't help Dittle, is what I meant, sorry.
True. No, you did say it wouldn't help Dittle. That adds another
he might be going
factor.
for a move here. He's got DRS, he's using all of his ERS. Branch gets the fastest lap by 1.5 seconds extra. So he completely
Velo.
smashed the previous lap.
Velo is in chat as Branch. Not a big surprise, to be honest. But let's see if Dittle has the battery to fight back. Ash getting another penalty.
He'll be fine though.
I think Carrera fan is just gonna chill, because he knows.
I think he's gonna save some ERS. He can't really do anything with 9 seconds of penalty, sadly.
True. So on to lap number 32, 5 more laps to go in this Austrian Grand Prix.
He's probably going to be hoping for a McLaren Civil War.
Bruno
Might take
gets
each other out.
another time penalty as we are now closing in to the end of this race, so I'm expecting concentration is gonna be really high. As let's see, Tittle doesn't use ERS. Interesting.
You need to get past as soon as possible to get the gap.
That is true, but I think, I don't know, but maybe he
You might be putting him under pressure to try and get him to get another penalty.
can you see how much fuel Tittle and Ben have left?
Tittle has 0.3 laps, Ben has 0.8. And Carrera
So
has
Ben did a lot of saving.
And Carrera has 0.2.
Okay, so Ben has the ERS and the fuel, which basically should mean a win in terms of straight line speed, although you can see he knows he has the gap, so he doesn't use ERS. And then it does make a pretty big difference. Once again up to turn 3, the laps just ticking by now. 4 laps to go. Is Tittle gonna send it? No, he isn't. Looks like he's gonna go for the good exit, trying to get a wide, well, take a wide entry, but doesn't really look like it worked out for him. Meanwhile, let's go back to the gaps.
And there's a move.
Yeah, Tittle
Ben on the outside.
is going for the move, but doesn't work out. I think just because of that, Carrera got back within a second. But without, it wouldn't have been enough. But yeah, Tittle definitely now gonna try and apply the pressure. He is low on ERS. And Ben still has a decent amount. Then now gets past Ash Tube into turn 1, soon being lapped by our front runners, the 2 McLaren and Carrera fan. About 3 more laps to go. Big lock up there. Not an ideal run, which means 1 less overtaking opportunities, down to 10% ERS while Ben is on 50. So all odds are against Tittle at the moment. 80% for Carrera fan. I think he'll absolutely send it. Now Carrera fan can see the red light flashing, and for those who are new to F1 2020, if the red light is flashing, that means the car has less than 10% of battery. As Tittle again with a mistake there. Well, Carrera thought about it, and Ben has dropped Tittle, so that is basically race done and dusted. As again Tittle's light is flashing. The question is, can Carrera get P2 even if there's no penalties? He needs to get past on this lap.
He's giving Tittle DRS on purpose.
True, I think it
He just slowed down like half a second.
must be, or Carrera will be kicking himself. He knew that podium would have been his.
Well, he's still got P3, but I think he would really want P2. %90% ERS, and he's got DRS on Diffel.
Yellow flag. Oh, Bruno spun again.
He spun with...
Ash is going alongside Senna.
What a move.
Round the outside, can they hold it? Yes, they can. Ash gets past, although he basically doesn't have ERS.
Neither of them do.
We go back then again. Let's see if Ben is gonna slow down as we come towards the final lap. 90% of ERS.
He's gonna be using it all.
For Carrera fans, so he'll be absolutely draining it. The max you can use a lap is 50%, or I think 55. So it doesn't make much sense, but let's go on board. As you can see, using it on the first straight, 3rd gear through and turning on overtake before he reaches DRS line, just using it all the way down the straight. Tittle has no ERS. Will that mean, well, purple sector 1 then for Carrera, basically using all of his battery and fuel. Not a great exit, and I think that will mean he won't be able to make a move and into turn 4. He's not close enough. So yeah, the running order is Ben ahead of Tittle, and basically what you see on your left, and I also think it's gonna stay like that. You can see overtake mode through the middle sector. That's not a smart idea as he runs out of ERS. So Senna gets another time penalty, 18 seconds. Gonna be dropped to P8, I think it is. As through the final corner come the two McLarens. Across the line it is going to be Ben Watson who takes the win. Dittel P2 and Carrera P3 in the penultimate race of the season in Division 2. Great teamwork again there by Ben. And Dittel also knows that podium came, well, Ben helped him get that P2 and the 1-2 for the team. Really cool, even though they basically already won, as Ash gets another pen. But yeah, McLaren I think is now definitely Constructors champion, but interesting strategies and interesting different ERS management we had seen here. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, Lightning can take over until we move on into the interviews.
I'm going to invite our podium to the party so that we can talk to them about the race from their perspective. That was a very close battle between the top three. I hope that happens in real life.
So on the podium, Ben Watson starting from pole. Midway through the race, Dittel did get past, but in the end it was who had more ERS. We'll also see if that will pay off tomorrow in Division 1. As you can see, running order is going to be Ben Watson ahead of Dittelik. Guerrero Fan in P3, great improvement from P6. Then Branch with the fastest lap. Started P4, finished P4. Decent race for him. Pinty P5, that's a good race for him, even though he got damage. Osterveer P3 as well. Sad for him because he definitely had the pace, and yeah, I didn't fall too far back. I think Ash got also many penalties in 12 seconds, and he also got damage and so on. So P7 to P7. Senna dropping down as he spun, so did Bruno, I think 2 or 3 times. Fabio sadly disconnected, but P10, so he will still get a point. And then Ivan and Exotic, who both retired, I think getting damage early on in the race. But we now move on into the driver interviews once we have drivers. Lightning, do we have drivers yet?
Has just joined. Oh, no, he hasn't. He's left. I've invited everybody, but they haven't joined just yet.
Okay, just let me know when they're in. Carrera, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello. What a race.
Hi.
Congrats first of all on your podium. You did say you were gonna get a podium in the comments in the live stream. What were you thinking in those final laps?
Yeah, I did say I was gonna get a podium. I meant it in a way. I was gonna aim for a podium, but yeah, podium it is P3, and yeah, it's good. But the final laps were close. Shame I couldn't get Dittel, but in the first part of the race, I did the undercut on Dittel. I might as well, since I had nothing to lose. So did the undercut. In a way, it helped, but yeah, I just couldn't get past, and it was tough, obviously, because the second car would also get DRS. It was just really difficult to overtake, but it was still a really good race.
And we looked at your Dittels and Ben's ERS, and we saw you had a lot at the end. Were you frustrated when you briefly saw that the gap was more than a second from Ben to Dittel, but Ben then on purpose slowed down to keep Dittel in DRS.
Yeah, that was annoying because obviously saving it, and I decided to save it because I was making a move anyway with some ERS, so I just decided wait a bit, and they were overtaking quite a lot, and there's always a risk of a crash, so I just said to back off, wait a bit, but when he slowed down that a bit frustrated me, so. But at the end of the day, they're a team, so they can do what they'd like. So, yeah, if we were a team and if we were P1 and P2, we'd probably do a similar thing. So, there's nothing wrong against it. It's just a bit frustrating, but yeah, still P3 is decent.
Could you maybe explain what happened in turn 3? Because we just saw bunching up and people hitting the rear of the car ahead, and many people got damaged. Maybe you have something to tell us.
Yeah, it was a very chaotic start. A racing point, I believe, not sure which one, but racing point on the outside into turn 1. I made a bit of contact, but that was more wheel to wheel, so no damage there. And then into turn 3 as well. People decided to get on the brake a little bit earlier, so it was a bit try and avoid it. And yeah, that happened quite a bit throughout that lap. You get really close. If you really pick it at the right time, you get really close to the back of the car at turn 3. So it was close, but luckily avoid getting wing damage. But yeah, but as well, staying behind the other cars, a lot of times I did go offline, especially the faster right-hander. The dirty air was really bad around here tonight. I'm not sure how. I've never had that bad of a dirty airflow towards my car, but it was definitely the worst I've experienced. So it was definitely tricky to stay with them at the end of the lap, and that's why I fell back a bit.
Lightning, do you have any questions, or Carrera, do you have anything to say?
No, I'm alright. I do have family watching in France, so it's good to have a podium for them.
Lightning, anything you want to add in?
I have no questions. I'm good.
Okay, then congrats to your podium.
Thank you.
I guess you're a bit disappointed about Ash, but still getting some points, so.
Yeah, it's a shame. I don't think it was our best tracks. I don't think it was the best track for Ash as well, but yeah, but it's still some points. We're fighting for P3 or maybe even P2 in the constructors, but we do have one more race to go next weekend in Mexico. It's going to be an interesting run down to turn 1, but I'll see what it's like. So yeah.
Do you feel good about Mexico?
It's a very mixed track for me. In a way, when I have a good lap, it really proves to be one, but when I have a decent lap or a regular lap, it doesn't really respond well. So it's going to be interesting. But to be fair, I haven't done much practice or setup runs on that track, so maybe all that's needed is just a key change to the setup, and then I can push to the max. But there's definitely a lot of places as well to get track invalidations or penalties. But yeah, I'll look out for that.
Okay, thank you for stopping by. Lightning is the next podium sitter here already.
Sadly, Ben had to go and Dittel isn't here. I don't know, he hasn't responded.
I'm here.
But
I'm here.
We have Branch.
Okay, how was the race from your perspective? We saw late on that you switched to softs, easy fastest lap for you. What were you thinking when you went for the late move on Dittel?
You know, I could see that I was gaining a lot on him on that straight, and I thought that I could possibly get side by side with him under braking. And I realized as soon as I tried that I was gonna spin, and I tried to lock my brakes and just miss him, but I just tapped the rear and spun. And at that point, I knew I wasn't going to be able to catch them because they were just creating a DRS train that I just didn't have the speed to catch up to. So I just created a big enough gap for myself to where I could pit and easily get onto softs, charge my battery, and go for a fastest lap.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a bit frustrating in qualifying as well because I had I think Ben had like a 1034 for pole, and I had a lap that was probably going to be a 1031 or 1032, but I hit the sausage curb in the last corner and it shot me wide.
Oh,
And I
that's very
invalidated.
unfortunate. But so how was the start from your perspective? Was it...
Yeah, I heard Careerfan talk about that. I don't know what that racing point was doing. He just kind of threw it up the outside, directly into the back of Diddle. I had a really good start. I think I got past Carrera like almost immediately. I had been practicing my starts a lot, so it was good to see that actually work out. And then me and Diddle had a really nice half lap long battle for second place for that first couple laps, and then I tried to back off and just kind of waited out a bit.
So then after your spin, the most part of the race was pretty boring for you, since you didn't have any. What do you feel like Mexico? Well, is that a good track for you in league racing?
I don't think I'll be as quick as I was here. Like here, I probably, had I not spun, I probably could have ended up getting a podium. But I don't think that I have the pace to do that in Mexico. I can probably get a top 5 maybe, but I think that's about my cap.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, P4 is still pretty solid.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
assuming.
one of my better finishes, so...
Lightning, do you have anything to add on?
How do you get good starts? I'm terrible at them.
Well, I've learned that when you do it, as soon as the lights go out, you jump off the start in first gear, and then I do about half a second in first gear, I let off the throttle, go into second gear, and then I start, and then I go. And I find that when I do that, I almost immediately am able to get myself on top of the car and get a good release.
Wow, cool.
So, yeah.
Anything you wanna add, Branch?
No, I mean you guys did a great job commentating today in absence of Webo, so good job on that, and good luck tomorrow, because I think both of you guys are racing tomorrow, right?
I am.
Me too. I'm gonna get last.
I'm hoping
well,
to with Davidek, since Prime said he's doing challenges, I'm hoping that we can get a big advantage tomorrow in the constructors, maybe even CL constructors, because I think we're 12 points ahead. So yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by.
I'll catch you later.
Bye-bye.
Is Tittle now here?
No, he hasn't said anything. I think that he's gone to the pub. And Ben had to go as well, sadly.
Let me see. I think we don't have anyone else who's
Sadly
gonna
not.
join. What?
Sadly not. I don't think there is anybody else that wants an interview.
What was the highlight for you, Lightning?
Well, I think the 20-lap battle for the lead was pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
I also quite liked... Sorry, what were you going to say? What were you going to say?
Me. Yeah, well, I would just end. I will round off the stream, but go on. What did you want to say?
I think that the best part was probably Branch's dive bomb. Definitely. Yeah, the nice spin. It's fantastic.
Okay, well, maybe
I
turn
feel
1
bad.
is cursed. But
Possibly. There was a very weird start with BMW getting wing damage.
But also after many drivers spun there. I think Senna, Ostrivier, Pinty, Bruno twice.
It was very difficult. Maybe they put overtake mode on too early.
True. Yeah, so that was it, guys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, as it helps out the whole league, not only us. And yeah, the link to the Discord is in the description below, so if you want to race in one of these races, which are every week, also the times are also in the description. You can click on the link, and then in the Discord you'll see what you need to do to sign up. You'll have to do a trial, which is with Lightning is one of the people who's gonna do it, and that's just to see how fast you are and how clean you drive. And if you're fast, you get placed in Division 1, and if you're slow, in the lower divisions. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, supporting your family members or your friends, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Division 1 race here at Austria.
Goodbye, everyone.